Hello, YouTube. Hi, from another angle at base camp. Let me see.
I gotta see here.
I can't see it. I'm looking for it.
I don't see it either.
I do, right here. Okay, we're back. There's an echo.
There is an echo. I don't know why. I gotta try to find how to do this so I can see. Oh, there it is. Okay, now how do I get the comments? Okay, I've got live chat now, so if people start...
There. Do you have an echo?
Okay, I've got live chat now, so if people start... I don't have an echo.
But there's a delay.
Do you have an echo?
Oh, here we go.
There's a couple
There's
people
Catherine Biggs. Hello. Hi, Catherine. And Brenda. Mamacita and the Casita.
I've been... You know what I just did?
What?
Because I'm always, in people's lives, instead of talking to the camera just now, I started to type what I was going to say.
Whoa, let us know how the sound is. That sound is jacked up. That sound is really... How is the sound? Ooh.
I gotta turn that down. There we go.
Wait.
So, this is the first time I've been
live,
everybody.
Okay.
So it should be kind of comical because I have no idea what I'm. Look how red I am.
Like, what's the purple light? It's like literally the blind leading the blind on YouTube. We would.
Lord.
Isaac and Jalen are going to be so disappointed in us and our tech abilities. So.
And everybody can see my slippers. These are my base camp slippers.
Yeah. Where am I going to store those? They're huge.
I'll keep them in the car.
No, you can keep them here if you want.
Mamacita says that the sound's perfect.
Okay, good, guys. I think we have to turn our sound down and not listen to
ourselves.
Hello,
Arme. Hello, Mamacita and the Casita. Hello, Catherine Biggs. Brenda Buzzkirk. I'm going to kill names too, so sorry if I do. And this is my first time, so I'm sure
Brenda
I'm going to
Buzzkirk.
Completely... Brenda Buzzkirk? Okay.
It's also, if you want, you get your glasses on, okay?
I do got my glasses on because I wouldn't be able to see. And Catherine Biggs says, love your wild thing slippers.
Right.
So do I. They're nice and cozy and got the big old claws on them.
So Robert's testing out his technology and his skills at live streaming.
Yes. See, I don't have... One of the things that I did over the last year to kind of prep me into getting back into the bus life was I got rid of TV at home, internet at home. I have none of that. I have, for over a year now, done everything from my cell phone or from my iPad, which runs on cellular data. I've got unlimited plans, and that's what we're going live off of tonight is one of my iPads. So hopefully it sounds good, looks good, because this is the equipment that I'm going to be using. So let me know how it's doing. And then one of the things of even doing this tonight, not only to test out the equipment, was I've always been in these guys' lives or watching at home and chiming in. So if there's anything you guys want to know about me, now's the time to ask, I may answer, I may not. Okay, let's see here.
So Arme says, by the way, Mr. Rob, I have to talk to you on Instagram. This is Rhonda May, fellow ASL.
Oh, yes. I know who this is now. Yes.
And she also says, congrats on your first live. It's
Thank
nice
you.
to read the comments out because a lot of people, like Mamacita and the Casita, not to dox you, they listen to our YouTube and they don't watch it. So I appreciate when I'm doing a project and someone's live that they read out the comments so that I don't have to keep looking over and seeing what people are saying. It's kind of like Because it can become like a podcast afterwards.
See, I could read that.
Yeah, I know.
So Mama
So there you
Sita
go.
just says
Yeah.
my
I've
furry
got my
toenails
Chromebook down
need
here.
to
The words are like
need
this
to be
big.
clipped.
Yes. You need a pedicure. So cheers! Cheers to your first live.
Thank you. Cheers. Friday night.
Yeah.
The week is over. Get to spend time with Matilda. So, okay, what are people saying here? Where did I learn how to cook? Your gumbo recipe was spot on. All of my cooking skills, Mom, I know you're not watching, but maybe a family member is. I learned how to do all of my cooking by watching my Nana and then getting into the kitchen at a very young age. I started cooking at like, I don't know, 10 maybe? My stepdad would let me go in and tell my mom just to shut up and let him do his thing, you know, and I just started cooking. And there were many times where I would overseason something and ruin it or, you know, different things. But that's how I started cooking. And then throughout the years, I've gathered different recipes. Like a lot of my meal planning throughout the week is off of like recipe cards that I've gathered throughout the years, and I'll just, you know, create things. This week I actually did my own menu. I didn't do any recipe cards, so I'm going to do all just straight up my versions of meals this week. So that's how I learned how to cook.
Kim Nelligan, you have not missed it. You are live.
Yeah.
In person with us, Ninth Element. And now, what's your new bus name? What's your new YouTube channel name?
It is Happy Gay Free in My Schoolie.
Love it. Give a thumbs up
That
for it.
was something that I've been kicking around for a while. I've actually changed it a couple times because I wanted to get it right. I've lost some subscribers over it, which is okay. I'm fine with that. I need to be true to who I am. And
You don't know if you've lost them because of saying you're gay. I mean,
it was immediate, like within a day.
Yeah.
So
I mean, there's bots that subscribe to our channels, like, you know, those spammy bots that we were talking about with hashtaggy stuff. So when those people subscribe and leave a comment and then their channel gets canceled, you lose the subscriber that way. And so, you know, 25, I know it feels like a lot when you're trying to grow, but
you figure it's been, I don't know, maybe over a month. It's been over a month. But when my first trip up to Busland, I went into Busland with 3 subscribers. And within
when did you go to Busland? How long ago?
that, it's been a little over a month. Yeah.
That's great. And how many subscribers do you have right now?
7 something, 715,
congratulations.
718, somewhere there.
Congratulations.
So yeah, I'm doing
It's
good
exciting.
there.
You want to grow sustainably and slow.
Yeah, and I've been pimping myself out on my other social media platforms, you know, because I am also on Instagram and Facebook and, you know.
I am not.
Other
so
things.
If you message me over there, I don't do anything with it.
I've been letting people know, you know, TikTok as well. But no,
that's right, Arme.
Mm-hmm. My whole thing of even starting my YouTube channel was right before I bought Matilda. Actually, I didn't even have the bus. My cousin Christine, which if you're watching, Christine, I don't know because I'm sure you
Christine
got
on
this
the replay. This is a story for you.
My cousin Christine, she would see my food post on Facebook all the time and told me, hey, look, you need to start a YouTube channel of your recipes and people will watch. I guarantee it. So I kind of did, and it flopped, like completely flopped. Like I didn't even have, well, I take that back. She was my subscriber. I had 1 subscriber.
Well, you don't put stuff up and expect people to just, like, YouTube doesn't push it. Yes, if you don't have very many subscribers, but also, how is anybody supposed to know what you're?
That is true.
You know.
So, but I dropped the ball on it, and then after, you know, hanging out with these guys, I kind of like, okay, well, I'm gonna go for this again, which I'm glad I did.
It's addicting. It's addicting when you have YouTubers.
and I've been having so much fun with it as far as like kind of telling a story with the camera because
Yeah.
I'm a horrible writer. I'm like my
No,
writing
you
skills
don't
are
have to
not
be you
good.
don't have to be a writer now to be a storyteller. Like you can this is the art of storytelling. It's oral, it's oral and it's visual, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
who's Gone Beans? Is that one of your subscribers?
Gone beans?
Hi, Gone
It's all
Beans.
good. I'm still learning. Obviously, they must be a subscriber. Well, they could be coming from your channel too.
Brenda, he brought me last weekend the some of his egg noodle and chicken soup, so good, and the ham hock and beans. Tiffany and I shared them, and they were so good. So yeah, too bad you don't have taste
See if I can
division.
read yours.
Can you read it?
actually
I can
yours.
make it bigger.
Oh, senior citizen. Yes, I love
You've
it.
got the words like this big down here.
Now I
on
don't
my
have to wear my
Chromebook.
glasses. I'm sweating like crazy.
Deanna
right
Mac, hi. And so someone was saying something about the kitchen. Let me just scroll back here for a second. Arme, thank you. It was a long journey to get the kitchen to there. Sharon says, sounds good. Congratulations. Um, uh, oops, you're all good. Let's see here. Yeah, we love who we love. Exactly, Consensually, though, right? Consensually.
Right now, my love has 4 legs, and
Fur-legged love.
she's at home right now.
And why did Kira? Why do you ever bring her?
Because when I come straight from work, I don't take her to the shop
Oh, okay.
because of the coolant gets on the ground and it gets tracked in my office, and if she gets it on her paws
Oh,
and licks her paws.
yeah. No,
So,
he's
yeah.
a good dog daddy. He watches out for little Kiva.
Let's see here. So Catherine Briggs
You can see right here,
says
sweetie.
that. Oh, there we go. That
He's
her
nervous.
food makes
He's really
makes you
nervous.
hungry, huh?
Hit that thumbs up.
Well, if you're ever in Oregon, I love to feed other people.
Oh, careful. They'll come.
That's that's one of. I was just telling Mindy when I brought Mindy the soup and the beans. She was telling me that how much she liked it, and that's one of the things I miss about cooking is sharing it with my
Yeah.
friends. And I don't have. Well, I have friends here now. I've lived in Oregon now. I tried too hard. I think I tried too hard to actually make friends. I used to even throw a gay bowling night, which for the gay community it was like the thing to do once a month. I had a big turnout of people all the time. But do you know, in the year of me doing that, I would give people invites to come to dinner, come hang out, do this, do that. I've had company in my apartment in the last 4 years twice. 2 different
Ooh,
times.
yeah.
That was,
Mm-hmm.
both of those times were friends bringing me home from the hospital for operations.
Oh,
So I've never really had company in my apartment.
right. Well, we need to change that. We need to have dinner over there.
Yeah.
And Mamacita. Put Mamacita down for a mid-August reservation.
With Matilda.
You know she's coming back to descend on Bend.
Good, because I'm going, whether it's in Matilda or the Jeep.
Oh,
I'm going next
You could
year.
do it in the Jeep. I did it in the Honda Element.
Well, I
It's
camp
just
out in
fine.
my Jeep all the time. It's
Mhm.
like, I don't like a tent when I got a vehicle big enough I could sleep in.
Rescue Dog Treat says, Robert, what are your next steps on Matilda?
Well, that's going to be tomorrow, and I'm actually a little nervous about this. I'm at the point now that my roof's all sealed. I need to start getting my windows sealed and my window deletes done. And I'm still kind of in a mode where I'm saving, trying to build up some savings. So I figured I'm going to tackle the windows that I'm keeping. I'm going to actually pull them out tomorrow, clean them up, rebutyl tape them, re-silicone them, put them back in, and hope I don't have any leaks from those. Because there's going to be 4 that I'm going to keep of the larger ones, because 2 of the ones that you could actually unlatch and push out, I'm taking from one side of the bus and relocating it to the other side of the bus in a different location, and then seal those up. And then the very back window will be deleted because that's going to be the closet and shower back there. And then the two on each side in the very back will be deleted as well. So I'm actually losing half of my windows. I know people with shuttle buses like them because of the windows. I do like them, but then again, I don't like them. I'm going to have a Murphy bed going up against one wall, so I don't want my bed up against the window, so those are going to get deleted. Then my two heat sources are going to need walls to mount on, which is going to go on the opposite side of the bus, and that's the main reason why those two are going to get deleted back there as well. So that's the next step, is to seal some windows and start getting my windows deleted.
That sounds like a big job.
It does, and I'm petrified, but I'm gonna do it. Because with my old bus, all the window leaks, I just got the silicone gun out and I caulked everything and just put a big Band-Aid on it and called it good.
In a bus and moving, it's like, yeah, you need to...
Well, that too, when I was in my other bus, it was one of those situations to where it was like a no build. It was like, I need a place to live, and I need a place to live like now. I just accepted a job in another state. I have no home.
So you were in a no build.
I was in a no build for the first year solid. Didn't have nothing in it except for the metal shelving, and I had like one section set up for the kitchen with the
oh yeah, you showed me pictures.
Yeah, I showed you pictures of it. My shower was a bucket with a hand pump.
On YouTube about that.
Dishes were three, wash, rinse, sanitize.
Super utilitarian for that. Yeah.
But yeah, that's how we did that build, and everything that leaked there, because we're living in it, we just gunked it with silicone. I mean, what are you going to do when you're living in something and it's leaking and you just gunk the hell out of it, and and then the next spring is when we moved out of the bus into a tent.
Oh God!
And started
for the summer, I hope.
For the spring and summer.
But it still rains until July here.
No, I was at least smart about that, and I didn't start until July 4th.
Good.
Because I was told when I moved here that summers don't think it's summertime until the 4th of July.
Yeah, and actually the second weekend of July from that point on, if there's going to be rain, there'll always be rain on that weekend. And then there won't be rain again until, what's the long weekend in America in August? Don't they have one? Is there, because we have one in Canada, it's like a provincial day, but is there like a holiday in August in the US? I can't remember if there's not a long weekend.
I don't pay attention to holidays.
Deanna Mac, hello.
Christmas,
Deanna Mac,
Thanksgiving, and
maybe
my kids'
your your home is as colorful as your personality. Thank you. Yes, we're at a different angle tonight for the live stream, mostly because of technology.
And technology. Now, is the video okay? Somebody said the audio was okay. What about the video? Because this is my older iPad. This isn't even the newer iPad.
So let us know so if we can hear in the comment or read in the comments how many people are in Robert's live so that he can go back. Then let us know if you like the rebranding, the renaming of the channel, and if the sound is good. Those are the things we'd like to know. Inquiring minds would like to know. Mamacita, we're still snacking on it. So tonight we had takeout from a place called Spice and Steam here in Eugene. You can Google it and look at the menu. We had the pork and shrimp shumai. I think it's shumai or shumai.
I think
shumai. Yeah, and we had the house noodles, which have shrimp, beef, chicken, and pork. Which I was like, which protein do you want? He goes, that one. I'm like, I didn't realize it was all of those, but it's actually really good. And then we had shiitake mushrooms with bok choy.
That was really good
which is good. And then shrimp walnut. And we just had a little tiny taste before the live stream, and we thought we'd just come on and chat with you so Robert can get his wings under the live stream.
My first one.
Let's see here.
Let's see.
Looks good in Ohio.
So.
Oh, Catherine would like to know.
Actually, I'm 100% single right now. I have even pretty much taken myself off of the market right now. Right now, I need to be focusing all of my energy towards this build. Um, I need to get it done. It's like I need to get it done. I need to get in it. I know I'm, trying to do the property thing and whatnot, but the faster I get into the bus, the more money is going to go in my bank account to get me to my ultimate goal. So right now I'm not dating. I actually deleted the dating app that I was on. So no, I'm just
I don't do any of that.
I'm just hanging out, me and the dog and the bus family. Let's see. All is good from this end. The new channel name.
Hold on to that one for a second. Oh, rescue dog treats. Robert and Mindy, do you all live close together? Isaac included. Not really. They live in one area up in the mountains. I live in another area in a valley, and then Robert is in town. So, I mean, what's close? I mean, it's not like you're 10 minutes away from a friend. We're close-ish. Like, for me to go home, it's 7.5 hours and crossing an international border to Canada. So, but to me, that's not far.
It's not far.
No, it's not. So, no
I've been
way.
whining about taking a trip to California.
Oh God, no! Like a day drive for me is nothing. That's heaven, To be in a different state.
Change.
Yeah. Name
Comment
change.
How it is works for me.
Do you like the name
Thank
change,
you.
Tiana Mac? Really?
Thank you.
The other one, what was it? Rob's Gay Life or something? It was just like.
It's so hot in here. I think I'm sweating.
Oh my God, this is my good looks. Okay, dating.
apps.
Send me lawyers? What? Oh God. Yeah, I
Dating
have
apps do
I have
suck.
the most hilarious ever in life dating from dating online oh God.
Well, I don't. Okay,
It's
this
different
I'm gonna
for
sound
gay
kind
men.
of I'm gonna sound kind of stupid asking this
Mhm.
question.
Mhm.
In the gay community, dating's like almost non-existent anymore. Um,
What? What do you mean? What?
like
What is it? What do you guys do then if you don't date?
guys nowadays just want to hit it and quit it.
It's like
And
that.
that's-
It's like that in the regular
That's
date.
not what I'm after. I would like to find somebody, like I was telling you the other day.
Yeah.
My next relationship, if and when I do get into a relationship, it's not going to be from a dating app. It's
No.
not going to be from
No.
anything like that. It's gonna have to be. I'm not allowing this. It's going to be with somebody that I'm friends with
Yeah.
first,
Yeah.
and that we could build a love together. This jumping into a frying pan crap I've tried it and it
Yeah.
just don't work for me. It just
I
absolutely
don't judge
work
it,
for
but
me.
it's just the way that I am and my comfort level is I just don't there isn't anywhere on earth, there aren't enough cocktails, there aren't enough drugs, not endorsing drugs or anything like that, that would even then where I'd be like, I don't know you, let's have sex. It's just, but that's just me. I mean, I wouldn't say admire, but I'm always like, wow, you can do that and not care. And people do that. I guess because what I've discovered in my older age is that I have high anxiety. And so anxiety in situations like that so the unknown with people is definitely not a comfortable place for me. It's
Yeah.
not exciting. I mean, I get excited when someone's interested and all the flirty stuff, but I still need to know somebody well enough to,
No.
get down and all that stuff.
Yes and no. In my
What does
past,
he write about Catherine Biggs? That guys want to hit it and quit it in the
In my past, I was,
Everybody goes through phases.
you know, because
Yeah.
like when I was in San Francisco and I was in San Francisco, I was like hugely involved with the community and fundraising. If y'all want to go and look, 2014 of the San Francisco Bear Chest calendar, Mr. October.
I saw the pictures.
But like that, for
It's got a lot
instance,
of great latex outfits.
we had raised like $167,000 in a year's time
From that calendar?
from the calendar.
That is amazing.
And when you're involved with a calendar like that, you get a lot of attention. And I kind of ran with it.
Yeah.
So that year, the calendar, I was a little bit of a.
Yeah.
And
it is. I mean, I've had gay friends all my life, and mostly male gay friends, and it's something that I notice, and like I said, I don't judge it. I'm like, whatever you need to do to feel comfortable, as long as it's consensual. I'm always about consent. But people are saying here they fired dating, and then Brenda says, if it isn't love, why waste my time? So for me, if I were to just hook up with someone that I don't even know, it's mutual masturbation. There's no depth or emotion, or I need to feel comfortable. More than anything, I need to respect that person. Like, so, like, I mean, seriously, like, be like, you know, and I need to be attracted to them. It's not to say I've never met somebody and you've been attracted right out of the gate, but like, you know, the whole jumping too fast before you all figure out, like, well, this is what I'm into and that's not what I'm into. Like, you know, that, oh my God, I wish I would have known this before I went down this road. It's like, yeah. And then, like, as you know, I've, you know, been taking care of myself and my mental health for years. Yeah. And so, and grieving. And so that doesn't really lend itself to dating and stuff.
I tried to get you hooked up.
I know, with the grandpa, with the G-paw.
But he is a grandpa.
You know.
But he loves the outdoors and.
Which you know, but I'm an enigma.
When I first met Mindy, the first time that she came into my shop, I don't even know how we got on the conversation of.
Had I even built? Mike, I didn't have my
channel. The
Honda
wasn't built
I
out.
hadn't built it.
The Honda wasn't built out. It was the axe throwing.
Oh, I was throwing hatchets.
You were throwing hatchets, and I thought that was the coolest thing.
I had just built this giant axe throwing target in the backyard. I've since had to have it removed because it was these big stumps that were like this tall and then stacked on each other, and termites and stuff and fire hazards. So I did have to take that stuff off the property, but. Yeah, I was really into hatchet throwing and knife throwing.
And that's why I thought you and Donovan would click, because he was a blacksmith and he makes
he's a lovely
knives
person.
and...
Donovan, if you're watching, you're lovely.
Yeah, this old timer that I work with, he's actually supposed to be retiring this year, which he can't retire until he teaches me how to weld first. But he's a blacksmith and he makes homemade knives from the craziest things. Like, I seen him make a knife from a what's those things called? Railroad tie, a big railroad stake. He pounded this thing out and made this really cool knife out of it.
That would be cool.
Chat's
going fast here. We go. Here we go. Let's back up here. We're going to back up a little bit here. Let's go back to Deanna Max's. Say it out loud.
There's nothing wrong with being old school, especially nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm learning that. I'm 51 years old, and I didn't realize that until I was 50.
Yeah.
And when I decided to kind of like take myself off and do things like old school way, I found myself to be happier.
Yeah.
So I'm going to continue down that road.
Yeah. And then we've got R. May. I fired dating since 2015. Totally agree. Friends first.
Yep.
If something grows from that, great. Exactly.
Yeah.
Which, again, I am not judging or throwing shame or criticizing anybody that does it a different way, because we live in a different time now and people do things differently in terms of hooking up. But as a Gen Xer, I'm going to be crossing my hands on my chest. As a Gen Xer, that's just how I do it. That's just how I am. Let me see here. The hit it and quit it is universal. Being ghosted bites. Oh, isn't ghosting awful?
Okay,
Oh
I got
my
to tell a quick
God.
story about a ghost.
None of your stories are quick, but go.
Story
It's
about
your
a
life.
ghost. There was this guy. This was my last birthday, my 50th birthday. I was supposed to meet this
This
guy
is terrible.
that we had been chatting
This
with
is terrible.
for years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking years. Took a week off work. He was supposedly coming up here, and the day before he was supposed
intimate
to come,
texting back and forth.
like intimate texting, and I'm not talking like months. I'm talking years.
Yeah.
Years of texting, years of phone calls, years of communication. Finally decided we're gonna stop. We're gonna meet. We're gonna face to face. Finally, the day before it happened, completely ghosted.
That
Never heard anything back. I cried.
Yeah,
it hurt
I
my
would
feelings
too.
so bad.
I would too.
So yeah, ghosting sucks.
Not just gays, lesbians are doing the same thing. I used to be involved big time in the gay community, but now, not. You know what, Catherine? It happens everywhere. It happens with kids.
Yep.
Brenda's is plain truth. It's the third party that suffers the most pain. That's the betrayed significant. Meaning that you're dating someone married or in a relationship.
That's happening as well. That has actually
hate
happened.
That one. Mm-hmm.
I found that out, and we're no longer seeing each other.
Sharon Trout says, I agree with you guys. Maybe it's because I'm the older generation, but I have to know someone usually fairly well before I can even think about jumping into bed with them. To hook up with them, Mo Cowboy 55, that's a cute handle. To hook up without verifying the other is unattached, takes time to verify. Yeah. Therein, we live in a toxic society.
Extremely.
Thank you all for discussing a difficult subject. Rainbits, hello. Old school is away from me.
I don't know why.
Because she's been in all of our chats.
But no, she got deleted from my.
Yeah, so
page.
you guys, if you make a comment and you don't see it, we're not deleting it. YouTube does a random thing.
Like subscription wise.
No, YouTube just does that. It's we don't know why.
So
I'm not getting notifications.
I got your message about that, Rain Bits. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened with that. I'm glad that you're back though. Yeah. So thank you.
No, I agree, guys. This is a difficult subject. And I've shared this on other lives and stuff like that. I would rather be pouring my energy into working on my house, doing filming for my channel, editing, doing research. Now I'm doing researching business deals for my channel, which is this whole other level, and also trying to take care of myself. And if I'm going to be spending my time looking for love, it just feels like a waste of time. Like, I feel like when I'm out there and I'm doing my thing and someone can observe me in my natural habitat, if someone likes me, they're just going to hopefully make themselves known and then come up to me and say so. And if I see someone out that I'm attracted to and would like to get to know, I'll make that known too. But so far, it hasn't happened in a way. Yeah, it just hasn't happened for me right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not like, me. I'm having the time of my life. No, I don't have to negotiate my time with anybody.
Okay, let's see. And thank you, Rain Bitch, for coming back. Thank you.
Arme, I think tonight is a night for us over 40. I'm correct. Oh, yeah. I'm 54, Arme. You were at my birthday party, weren't you? And Robert's 51. Yeah. Catherine, you're living in a tiny house? But Catherine, set up an outdoor kitchen, kind of like if you're camping and you can cook big meals in the summertime for people. Sharon, you're 75? 57, be dyslexic. 62, 59, yay! This is what we do on Friday. I don't know.
17.
Here,
There's 17 people in here for my first live.
Can someone drop in the chat how many people are watching? So that it can be more
17.
memorialized for Tyinn Mac 52 and a half. Let's see here.
I didn't think people were
17. I gotta hit the thumbs up for you. There we go. There we go.
Thank you for coming, you guys.
Oh
This
my
is
God, that's a success.
I'm still. I could see myself on camera. I'm red. I'm like embarrassed right now.
It's the pink light out here for my plant.
I don't know if it's the pink light because I'm burning up.
You're burning up. Oh, he's getting hot. He's getting
That's
hot.
my
Oops.
beautiful cake.
Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful.
her birthday cake. I'm like,
Oh.
cake, huh?
Oh, that okay. So the thumbnail, as a creator, that was Dawn's birthday cake. I didn't have a birthday cake yet because I didn't know what I was having. Pardon me, but Robert, for the live stream, got carrot. There's still one piece left, and ice cream. So he got me carrot cake. It was so good.
It was very good carrot cake.
Thank you, Mamacita, for putting the number in the chat, just so that when Robert's big and famous, he can come back and watch his first live chat and see that he had 17 people in it.
I don't know about the famous.
So
part.
what all are you doing on a Friday night besides watching us? You know, do you usually look for a live stream on Friday night, or do you usually what do you do on Friday night?
Usually Friday night for me, I'm usually at home doing my laundry, getting
Well,
things
because you
ready.
work 60 hours a week. Catherine, oh my God.
That's awesome.
That is so awesome. So I was watching this guy. Gosh, I can't think of the name of his channel. Oh, it's terrible. I've been watching him for Russ something, or Rusty something. And he's in New Mexico and Arizona, or no, he's in Texas right now. And he was showing a big giant shed that's only $16,000 delivered to your home.
Thanks for hanging out, Arme.
19 now, not town. Okay. Oh, 19 are watching. Cruising on Grindr. You know, window shopping can be fun, but I would just be a window licker, like. You're cute.
Grindr's not scratch and sniff.
Oh, Mamacita, you're staying up late with us? Yeah? Okay, Mamacita's in Florida. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, what else do you want to tell them? Because you wanted to go along.
Oh, do you guys want to
Pushed them
know?
into it.
Do you guys want to know anything? I mean, do you have any questions for me?
I'll answer questions too, because I'm on a live, and that's where you get the nuggets. I don't really seem to give enough of myself on my channel.
I mean, okay, so what do I do? I go to work, I come home, I go to work, I come home, I work on the bus.
Well, no, now you've gone to Busland.
Yes, I've been up to Busland.
And you've been over here a lot. We've been mushroom hunting.
Yes.
We may or may not be planning something that's to be revealed on the channel.
That is, yes.
Rescue dog treats. I just installed a Max Air fan yesterday. Totally stressful, but turned out great. Cold here in Sacramento, so waiting for the sealant. Is Sacramento colder than, say, like Santa Rosa? Or is it warmer?
It'd be a little colder. I used to live in Sacramento.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Is that because it's higher?
That was my coming out town.
Was that because it's higher in elevation?
Well, it's valley.
It's valley. Okay.
Yeah, it's valley. No, when I came out and got bashed up in the mountains, and I moved and relocated,
right.
Sacramento is where I went. I went to Sacramento for about 4, almost 5 years, and summers there were hell.
I imagine they're hot.
It was the hottest summer I dealt with was 112.
Oh.
And I was just like, nope, I'm going back to the Bay Area. It's like 7 degrees all year long. I'm good. And that's when I went back to San Francisco.
Do you want to read Catherine Biggs?
Catherine Biggs, what do you each of you like to read? Okay.
So what do each of you like to read? That was Catherine Biggs' question.
For me, that's one of the things that not very many people know, and I have no problem sharing with people, and that's another reason why I struggle with my writing. I have a reading disorder. Junior high teacher finally figured it out and gave me some special attention, and I did a little bit better in school. But my reading comprehension is horrible. Like, I could read something 15 times in a row and it won't stay up here. If Mindy was to read me that same book or that same story one time, or watch a video of it one time, I retain it. But when I try to read words on a piece of paper, they just don't stick in my head. Um, and it's really kind of been hard for me. I'm okay with it now, but like playing board games and stuff with friends, I would get real embarrassed when I tried to read a card or something, and I would, you know, have trouble with a word. Um, but it's just one of those things that the older that I got, I've learned to accept and whatnot, and yeah. So I don't read.
You're incredibly intelligent. I mean, the way that you take the time to discuss my car with me, that's one of the reasons why I go to that garage.
And I do that with all of my clients.
Yeah, he does. And just how you've dove into YouTube and figured out how to do the repairs on your bus and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody has different ways the way they take information in, you know.
YouTube has been huge for me. Even with my first bus, I would come across in my projects, come across things where I would be up against a wall, and that's how I would figure it out. Is I would just sit down to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I had at that time was involved with a couple school groups on Facebook, and I would just post a picture. Hey, look, this is where I'm at. I'm having trouble. Take suggestions. And
Yeah.
then I'd sit down with those suggestions and be like, yeah, nope, don't like that one. Yep, nope, don't like that one. Oh, that sounds like it might work. And give it a try, and a lot of, trial and error until I got it done.
Mama Sita would like to know, and if you know this at all, what is your bus build budget?
I don't have one. That was something else. My build it's one of the things on my build that's different than other people's builds is there is no budget, there is no timeline. I don't want to be rushed and cut corners. And this is my retirement home, so it's going to be nicer than any place I've ever lived in. I don't know how much that's going to cost. I can say right now, with purchase price of the bus and where I'm at with things, I'm probably right now about the 10,000 range.
Not bad.
But that's still going to grow
Mhm.
because I'm not done yet, and I've got a lot of things to still get.
Yeah. And Catherine, to answer your question, so most of the reading I do right now is business related stuff, like to YouTube and my channel and to growing it more financially for me. And then, so other than that, I still love to read cookbooks. I mean, behind me right here is a bookshelf. You can't see it completely on camera, but it's full from the floor to the ceiling with books. And there's outdoors books. There's herbalism books, cookbooks. Some of my favorite authors are like Tom Robbins, and so whatever. I don't really read books right now, except for if I'm camping or somewhere that's totally off the grid, and there's I do a lot of reading online, so.
So I do have one book, and that also could answer a couple questions. It'll answer Catherine's and Armay's question because she asked about the mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
How do I know which ones are safe? That's the one and only book that you'll find in my apartment. Is I do have I call it the Mushroom Bible, because it's got a lot of pictures in there, and it teaches you how to actually identify the ones that you can't actually get a visual picture of, how to do like a spore print and things like that. So I that's how I know, and I only have just a couple type that I personally like to eat, so it's kind of easy for me to pick them. And my two favorites are the chanterelles and the cauliflower.
So Brenda Buskirk says, "Where are you taking the Sunday drive, Robert, on your channel? Scenery was beautiful."
That was local in Eugene. I had went out to a place called Fern Ridge, and there's just this nice little parking area next to some water, and it's not too far. I'm a little sketched with Matilda. I got to get past it. I need to get some good tires on her, and then I could actually venture out further. But I haven't really did a whole lot of traveling with her yet. She's pretty much only stood in town. I haven't taken her out of town yet.
May, how far away are you all from the Pacific Ocean? I'm 54 miles.
I was gonna say,
As
the crow would
As
fly.
the crow flies, yeah. You're a little farther
Yeah,
out.
a little bit farther.
I'm the closest one to the Pacific Ocean here. And then May.
I've been actually interested in trying an audiobook. A friend of mine told me about them, and I haven't, but it is something that I'm interested in checking into. I just haven't done it yet.
And then so we've got here rescue dog treats. There are so many intelligences. Visual text is not for everyone. Key is to find yours. You are correct. Catherine Biggs, former teacher here. Clearly you are intelligent. Reading words no longer has to be the way you ingest information. Right, Catherine? Can you believe we live in a day and age where that's not the only way to communicate or be seen as relevant or intelligent?
And back when we went to school, it was like, I don't know, it's like kids and people just, I don't know, people are mean. It was like, I've always been kind of on the lower end of the bully side. I'd start stuttering in school or something like that, and the kids would poke at me about it and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
But
School's tough because they want to stick you in a box, and there's this whole and it's not one size fits all, people. And the education can't be. I mean, at least now education is starting to step up to that. But yeah, let's see here. Sammy Laguna, question: did you ever consider a Ford economized van before a bus?
No, I went from a 3-bedroom flat in San Francisco into a 35-foot school bus. From there into a BMW. And then back into my apartment, and now into my bus. So no, I've never done van life. I did car life for a couple weeks, not long, in my BMW. That was kind of hell, but never done van life before.
Becky, oh my God, Grandma of the bus plant. Her car blew up.
Oh no! What?
Didn't she just get it fixed?
No. She was supposed to get a smoke test done. She was having what happened? Like blew up
Becky,
through a rod.
what?
What? More information, Becky.
Sandy Wilkerson, what's your favorite cookbook? I love this. So this is my favorite question for people. If you were stranded on a deserted island and you could only take one book, what would it be? I know the answer to this one. And Catherine Biggs says, I'm working on trying to start a podcast.
Through a rod. Ugh.
Oh.
Girl, that thing's done.
Becky,
you know how you were talking about that crate engine from Japan or whatever? Get on the horn. You need to get that ball rolling. Oh my
Blow
Lord.
your skirt up. Love your title. I love watching you both. Sending good vibes always. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Becky, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So Becky, are you stranded there, or are you back in the area? God, that sucks.
That does suck.
That so sucks. Does that mean she needs to get a whole new car?
New engine.
Ooh, is it worth it for the car? Which
Oh
one's
yeah,
38?
you don't want that happening on
Which
38.
one's on 38?
38's the one out like trying. I think that's like no, that's not Triangle Lake.
So is that
That's
one of the
that
back
other one.
roads?
That's one of the roads that come over from the coast, I believe.
Why would she be driving on the tiny road? Coming back from the coast, where was she?
I'm not sure.
Is 38 on the way in from like Newport?
I think.
Or oh, okay, yeah.
Using granddaughters.
Lower to it. We see her rolling, rolling, grandma.
Yeah, drain the reach port. So yeah, it's from the coast coming over. Drain the reach
Oh
port.
God.
That sucks, man.
That is a dark road without a full moon.
How attached are you to it? I mean, is it worth
Becky,
putting an engine into? And
honey, get a new vehicle. Don't get a new engine.
she's got a Scion. People that like them like them.
What is she driving?
A Scion.
Can't you get another Scion for less? Then, because an engine's got to be what? How much?
I'm not sure on hers, but like if usually when I get like a crate engine, reman crate engines, usually 3,000-4,000.
Oh, yeah, you probably can't get a Scion.
See,
I love her. Yeah.
Her.
Scions are pretty cool. They are. They're cool.
Yep, I get it.
It's like the Scion would fit inside the Honda Element.
I get it. When you get attached to a vehicle, you get attached
Yeah.
to a vehicle. Jessie, I won't get rid of Jessie. Even after Matilda's done, I'm always going to keep Jessie the Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
She's got 261,000 miles on her now. But I keep her maintained. I change the oil religiously. When things break, I fix them.
Yeah.
But even when that engine goes, I will have it rebuilt.
My vehicle's in good shape. I mean, you guys work on it. It's in great
good
shape. Arme, so this is a great question. When I came to Oregon to go to school in '98, part of the research I did before Y2K was I was actually doing research and writing a cookbook for solar oven, for solar cooking. And I've been doing all this research for like probably a year and had all my notes and stuff, and I was getting ready to like send the notes off to be published into a cookbook, and my car got broken into.
Oh no.
All of my research, like all of my stuff basically got stolen out of my car, and it just broke my spirit, and I never did anything after that. People always say, oh, you should write a cookbook, and I think, oh my God, there's millions of cookbooks out there. Who would want a cookbook from me? Because I don't think I would be creating anything new that's not already out there. So, work in progress on your own project. Well, let us know when it's published so that we can get a copy and try it out. Because I still love real books.
And I fibbed about the books at the house. I do have one other book.
What is it?
It's a cookbook,
Mm-hmm.
and it's when I had to get my cholesterol lowered, and it's how to lower your cholesterol in 30 days.
I've seen that cookbook.
And I bought that cookbook, and I lived out of it for 30 days, and I did get my cholesterol down. So that
Nobody answered my question about a book. I guess people don't read books.
Becky, I don't know if you have anyone in particular that you want to rebuild that thing. If not, let me know, and when I get to Monday, I can get you a referral. There's a guy in Springfield. He's a crabby old dude, but he's good. Jesse G. Yes, Jesse is actually named after a girl I bought her from. My Jeep was actually a client's Jeep. Like I worked on.
It's an amazing shape. It's like it still smells like new on the inside.
She took really good care of it, and that's why I bought it. But yeah, the vehicle's actually named after the person I bought it from.
Our maid's so funny that you're saying my cookbook is called Winging It. I just don't know how the organization and publishing process. I forget how I figured all of that out as well. There's probably a YouTube video on how to do it. I'm sure there is. Her vehicle's in the shop in Coos. Oh, yeah. I love Paula Deen too. Yeah. So if I was stranded on a deserted island, the book that I would want to have for a cookbook is The Joy of Cooking, because it has all of the classically trained stuff that I learned when I went to culinary school, and I can kind of riff off of recipes to do something different or zhuzh them up or something. So that's the one that I would want. Now, if someone has a better one that's better than that, I'd love to hear about it, because I would love to read the heck out of that one and cook out of it. But I have been cooking out of The Joy of Cooking since I was 9 years old, and I would watch Julia Child on PBS. And
love Julia Child.
I didn't even know I mean, that's what I learned about spices and stuff like that. Like, I had no idea. And then But then take it up a notch. When I was in my 20s, I was dating a guy that was like super cultured and stuff like that, and he grew fresh herbs. And after dating him and being able to go out onto the balcony and cut these herbs for cooking, I was like ruined. So I've got herbs in my windowsill here, always growing for cooking. But yeah, joy of cooking.
So Catherine's asking about the house.
What kind of house are you gonna build?
That's
Are you
I'm
gonna
a,
live
I'm a
in your...
little I'm a little bit limited with doing the first time home buyers is I'm not going to be able to actually build something. I actually have to buy something that's livable to move into. I'm being kind of picky about it because I don't want a big house. It's mainly going to be used as a rental. And the way I look at it is the bigger place I got, the more people that could live there, and the more people that are there are going to screw my stuff up. So if I get something very small, little cabin or studio or one bedroom at the biggest, the most that is going to be occupying it's one, maybe two. So that's what I'm after, something very small, and but property to where on the property I can build myself an RV pad for Matilda, and also have an area for bus family that could come and visit or need. I have some friends in the bus community that don't have places where they can work on their bus, and if I've got that I could help somebody out with, I would love to be able to help other people get their buses built.
That's so sweet. Sandy, you have 200 cookbooks. Like, do you
Wow.
like to cook as well as have your cookbooks? Gosh, I probably have less than 30 now because I've been practicing Marie Kondo, which, if you don't know who that is, you can look her up on YouTube. She's a Japanese lady that she teaches you the process of like letting go of stuff and tidying up. And so her theory is you pick stuff up and you see if you have a feeling or an emotion of it from it. And I know that sounds like maybe wacky or hocus pocus, but like how much do you love your stuff and how much is your stuff all around you and does it own you, you know? So I've been going through all kinds of treasures and clothes and things and getting rid of stuff. And I used to have this bookshelf back here full of books, and then a bookshelf in my spare bedroom down the hall full of books. And I realized I'm actually going online a lot now to find recipes.
That's right.
And with YouTube, I mean, if someone's gonna do a video on it, I'm gonna tuck into bed with my cup of tea or maybe a glass of wine or whatever, and I'm gonna watch a video on it. Like it's just like, oh, tell me a story of how you cook that dish.
I do that.
Yeah.
I do that a lot actually. A lot of my recipes do come from online.
Deanna Mack, is Isaac building an A-frame now? Is that oh no, by Filipino knees and toes? What is going on?
The live yesterday.
I haven't watched it yet because I was so busy today.
Live yesterday, Isaac's now talking about that he wants to someday build an A-frame.
What?
Yeah, get a property and build an A-frame. I wanted to give him a bad time and say, "Oh, no, you're copying me."
You should have.
I wanted to, because that's how I wanted to do. Is I want to, get the property. But his thing now is he's wanting to get some property and build an A-frame.
Oh, I love
and
it.
live out of the A-frame and
Yeah.
then, continue doing his bus stuff.
Yeah, having a home base is definitely.
Yeah.
So let's see here. So I don't have a favorite book. Just love to read all kinds. She loves to cook. Louisiana. Oh, Louisiana. Oof. Yes, you love to cook. That's how you get those beautiful curves. My favorite book is a must-have read, Hell or High Water. I've heard so many people say that title over my life, and I need to read that book. An amazing book about a group of guys kayaking down, a river in China. I now know one of the gentlemen featured in the book. I have to read that book. So our May Rainbits, it's inspired by my life as a single mom. Our favorite dishes that my son, now 18, and I came up with. We worked with what we have, and I have food sensitivities. Our May, people need your cookbook.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's, and I love the story behind it too. Please let us know. We want to promote your book for you when you get it published.
Definitely.
I think, so I have friends that go to these websites to make books about photos, and I'm sure there must be a website where you can go to and like put the stuff in to like make your cookbook. I'm not describing it very well because it's not really in my technical realm, but I'm sure there's something online where it's probably very simple and like user friendly for you to use and um, put your recipes in that book. And if you're not sure how to lay it out, just find a cookbook that you love the aesthetic, like how it looks and how it's laid out, and copy it. I mean, that's what everybody else does. Becky book, Chilton Manual on Scion. That's your
I don't
favorite
have
read?
one.
Oh no, that's what she needs.
If you're looking for a Chilton manual for it, I don't have one on the Scion.
You could go online for the manual, Becky.
My
You could go
manuals are
online.
like old school.
Yeah. Oh, she wants the other one.
Well, the Chilton manuals are the ones I have at work, the big,
Oh, the big. Oh, okay.
big ones, yeah.
Mhm.
But they're older books.
What are y'all sipping on tonight? I'm having some vodka with it's blood orange and grapefruit bubbly water with it. Just one. It's Friday night. Robert's having a martini, which I usually have a martini on Friday night, but I felt like having a bubbly and vodka. Just one. That's all I need. No.
Becky says I need to invest in them. I've got computer programs at work
What?
for her Scion.
Oh.
I have a feeling Becky's car's gonna be coming to my shop for dawn.
Oh, Becky, that's where I wouldn't have my car
Yeah.
go anywhere else. Mm-mm. I mean, you do pay for it, but it's the peace of mind is so worth it.
That's the one thing that I'm straight up with people about is the people I work with. We offer a 2-year warranty on things, so we're not the cheapest place in town, but we do stand behind our work. If anything that we do to your car, if it goes south or whatever, within 2 years, then you're covered. And that's how I kind of just, explain it to people. But you can make a phone call, 3 different shops in the area. We're not going to be the lowest. We're not going to be the highest. We try I actually that's one of the things I do every year is I anonymously call different shops in the area and ask them what their labor rate is. And that's how I base my labor rate. I'm not the highest, I'm not the lowest. I try to come in the middle.
Which I don't find it offensive. I mean, it's lower than the Honda dealership.
Yeah.
And the Honda dealership, I won't go to mine, Mm-mm. So guys, we are at 62 minutes, and we are going to be getting off here in a few minutes. So we're going to answer a few more questions, not to run your live. But
no,
we did only say an hour.
Yeah.
It's my Friday night too.
Let's see. What are you sitting on? How did I get into mechanics? So that was actually not really by my choice. I used to own an acrylic fabrication shop. I don't know if you've everybody knows Jelly Belly Jelly Beans. The acrylic dispensers that Jelly Belly Jelly Beans came from, I made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of those. The acrylic mannequins for the Gap. I had Sharper Image, Nature Company. I had all big accounts, so I was doing really good. And the Sharper Image placed a big order and stiffed me on the job. And I made the mistake. I made the biggest mistake of my life. To get the material to do that job, I dipped into my employee taxes.
Oh.
I got stiffed on the job. Ended up going in the hole with the IRS. Once you're in the hole with the IRS, interest just builds and builds and builds. I finally, to get out of the debt, I sold all of my equipment, sold the shop, sold the business, made just enough money to pay for everything. And I went and got a job driving parts around for Napa Auto Parts. Worked for Napa for 15 years. In that 15 years, I went from a driver to a counterman to management. And then once I was a manager, my largest client, which was the automotive shop that I got gay bashed at, called me up one day and they're like, hey, look, we want you to come to work for us as a service writer. And I told them, I said, well, I don't have any experience at that. They're like, I don't care. We like how you work with people and whatnot. We'll train you. So I accepted the position, went up there and trained, and that was my first service writer job. And then there's the whole gay bashing thing. And then when I ended up back in San Francisco, I continued to stay in the service writing industry. And the shop that I worked at was this little shop, and the guy that, when I interviewed for that job, I told him, I said, I'm a service writer, I'm not a mechanic. You know, and he told me, he's like, you're gonna be. He's like, if you're gonna work here, he's like, you're not only gonna be on the counter, you're gonna get underneath the hoods of the cars. So that's how I started working on cars, was pretty much kind of forced into it.
Oh.
But whenever we were busy and we needed an extra hand on the floor, I was, on the floor. I started off doing oil changes, went from oil changes to doing like clutches, started to get familiar with diagnostic tools and started working with those, which made me more comfortable about taking on projects with my own vehicles, and that's how I got into it. I didn't go to school for it. I've all been taught from other people. And
well, and that really is a
self-experience.
tradesperson's industry, like
So, but yeah, that's how I got into it.
That's
And
very
that was
cool.
in 1997, and I'm still doing it.
Wow, 1997. That's like so long ago. Arme, thank you all for your amazing confirmation for a life direction. My life compass has been catawampus for a long time. Arme, I feel you. I mean, yeah, I'm right there with you, sister, brother, person, other.
So we probably should wrap it though, because we're over now.
Sandy Wilkerson, good night. Becky likes the slippers. How do you like my slippers? My slippers are cuter than your
Want to see
slippers.
this side?
Oh, my slippers
That's
are
what they
cuter
look
than yours.
like.
Mine are bear paws, bear claws. 23 in the chat. Woo!
Wow.
Yeah, Deanna Mac. So
Well-
I was just breaking Rob's cherry for live stream.
That was.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't think I'm as good as Isaac or Jelena, but
what?
trying to
It
teach
was-
him about the equipment. He's not even do iPhone.
Yeah, and it's looking like my equipment's gonna work.
Yeah.
As long as I got a.
So
a
let
cell
him know.
signal.
Do you want him to go live again? Just
Yeah,
let him know.
now that I know,
Yeah.
if you guys are interested, I have no idea, or I have no problem like going live when I'm actually like doing my cooking and stuff. And give me somebody to talk to while I'm cooking.
Yeah.
Can do things like
Totally.
that.
Yeah.
Different things. So if you guys are interested, let me know, and I'll do more.
Yes, Colin Grandma. She really wants to cook with us. Becky wants to do lumpia.
Yes. Okay. I'll do it. Okay. Well, it's looking like we're gonna get wrapped up. Me and Mindy do some.
And if you haven't already, everyone, check out my new video on my channel today. I featured my finished kitchen.
Yes, which is nice.
I'm pretty sure you all may have seen it. I don't know.
The lives of her social.
That's how I stayed alive for a few years, was watching YouTube because I was bedridden.
Thank you, Becky. Yes,
Yeah.
hit that like button, you guys.
Oh, thank you all for coming out to support Robert on his first live at base camp.
Wow. Sure will, Data Mac. Okay, so
Do you know how to end it? Because I
No,
don't know
I
how
gotta figure it out.
I don't even know how to do it on
I
this.
don't. Let's see here.
I know you can just close it.
Is it?
No,
I
but you
think
have to
it's
do something.
this.
Yes?
Okay. Bye, you guys.
Bye. Yeah.
Are you sure
And
you want to
hit
stop
end.
streaming?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Bye.